The big three, the Saiyan Saga big three. That's what they call them. Raditz, Nappa, and Raditz. We're going to take a look at all three of these units in one video. And this is also kind of just going to be like a state of play for the Saiyan Saga category. Because, I mean, look at this. This team's actually got some depth now. So we're going to break down what each unit does. I'm going to go over my recommended builds right now. Over the course of the video, my mind might change. So while I'm going to timestamp everything so you guys can see where I'm going with these builds, do wait till the end of the video, because over the course of the fight, I might change my mind. So let's go ahead and start by looking over these boys, starting with the physical Dokkan Festival Raditz. Let's take a look over here. Saiyan Saga, Pure Saiyans, Key +3, 170% stats, extra Key +1, stats +30 to those who also belong to Space Traveling Warriors. Multiplicative Super here, greatly raised attack and defense, 50% for 4 turns, causes immense damage to all enemies. Key +2, attack and defense +250, damage reduction 30%. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack +250. When receiving an attack with 12 or more key, defense +250. In slot 1, 1 turn only, damage reduction 30%. When facing only one enemy or when there's an ally whose name includes Nappa on the team, attack +200%. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of dodging. Wait, what? Launches an additional super attack and high chance to dodge when attacking in slot 3. Okay. Attack +180%, 70% chance of critting the enemy if the target enemy's HP is 60% or less when attacking with 12 or more key. When facing 2 or more enemies, or when there's an ally whose name includes Vegeta on the team, defense +300%, plus an additional defense +300% within the turn before attacking. Damage reduction 20% in slot 1, guaranteed crit, and attacks guaranteed to hit within the turn after receiving an attack. After delivering the finishing blow, all allies Key +2. Active skill can be activated when facing only one enemy after the character receives an attack 3 or more times in battle. Greatly raise attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage to the enemy, and stuns for 1 turn. So this guy works in the slot 1 and in the slot 3. You really want to be in either one or the other, not really in the middle, because you're kind of missing out on certain effects. But overall, slot 1, slot 3, that's what you want to do. How would you build? Max dodge. By going max dodge, you will further supplement this unit's slot 1 functionality. On the first turn in slot 1, you do have 50% damage reduction base passive, and then you get an extra 30% for 1 turn with this, right? So 80% damage reduction is pretty good. But don't forget, there are stunners, there are sealers, you know, those sorts of things can cause issues. And this guy is a multiplicative stat buffer, so you kind of want him to be launching multiple supers, at least 1 every turn. So with some dodge, not only do you give your unit a second dimension of defensive maneuvering, but you also give them a chance to avoid some complications from stuns or seals. Also, in the slot 3, you only have a 50% chance to dodge when facing only one enemy. So a 30 dodge, like my hit of potential, gives you a substantial boost on that dodge. You now have, instead of 50%, you boost up to a collective 65% chance to dodge in the slot 3 because of my dodge investment. Critical is taken care of in the passive, essentially. And additionals, you've already got a decent amount in there, but don't forget, dodge only counts for 1. So with 30 dodge, you have 30% chance. Whereas with additionals or critical, 11 additional means actually 22% chance to launch an attack, which has a 50% chance of becoming a super. So this is a fairly even trade, but I do think favoring dodge gives the unit more longevity in the spots that he needs to be. Also, I've given some nice stat buffing equips. I feel like most people probably won't do this. I went more defense just because if he's going to be in slot 1, I want him to have more defense so that that can further supplement the damage reduction. Let's just say, like on his first turn, I put him in slot 3. I let him build up his stats for a couple of turns. When he comes back on the next turn in slot 1, he would have built up his defense over 4 turns. That combined with all the damage reduction, combined with his medium chance to dodge with this, I think he's going to be pretty good. So that is my recommendation for physical Raditz. Coming up next is the bald one. We got Nappa, Saiyan Saga Key +3, 150% lead, which is kind of crazy. This is, we don't have these too often for banner units getting easy A's. Greatly raises attack for 3 turns. Greatly raised defense for 1 turn. Causes supreme damage to the enemy. So this guy has a multiplicative buff on the attack, not the defense, which is a bummer, which you'll see why later. But if you want to keep this going, you kind of want to keep him on the rotations. Attack +278. Saiyan Saga category allies Key +3, attack and defense +50%. The more HP remaining, defense up to 3,780%. Yeah, that's right. Before attacking, damage reduction +15%. When attacking, attack +278. If HP is 78% or more when receiving an attack, attack and defense +200%. If HP is 78% or less when receiving an attack, chance to dodge +50%. And then 1 turn only, an additional 40% chance to dodge if there's a Vegeta attacking in the same turn. After receiving or dodging an attack, 70% chance of launching an additional super. When facing only one enemy, attack plus 178. Per existing enemy, chance to crit plus 20. All allies attack plus 7%, defense plus 8%. Per existing superclass enemy, chance to crit plus 30%. All allies attack plus 7%, defense plus 8%. Active Cybermen attack can be activated when facing 3 or more enemies or after the character receives an attack 6 or more times in battle. Causes ultimate damage to the enemy, lowers attack by 31%, lowers defense by 81%, and seals super attack for 1 turn. This guy actually does a lot. First of all, they kind of want you to put him in slot 1. With his crazy overwhelming defense at full health, plus 15% damage reduction, this unit would not be that bad to be in slot 1. With some dodge. If you can supplement this slot 1 presence with some dodge, it will kind of help similarly with the Raditz with some stuns and seals, but then also if there are any questionable situations that maybe you're not too sure about this defense and damage reduction combo to be enough, the dodge can help. This 50% chance to dodge is very conditional. It's dependent on your health, and since your health triggers your one-time activation of the additional dodge, after that you only have 50%. So whatever dodge you give this guy to give more consistent slot 1 presence, it will also help this. This is quite literally a coin toss. 50%, which means with a 20 hidden potential dodge, which I propose, that would bump up your dodge chance from 50% to 60%. So it will just make him more consistent. You also get an additional attack by receiving or dodging. You might want to do one or the other depending on the situation. So the dodge gives you that option. Critical is taken care of from the passive. If you're fighting just one enemy, 20% crit. If it's one good guy enemy, 50% crit. If you fight multiple enemies that are bad, 40% crit. If you fight multiple enemies that are good, let's just say 2, you got guaranteed crit. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Also, the support is pretty crazy. So I think damage-wise, this guy's actually going to be surprisingly good, but I've chosen to give him pure defense just to supplement his defense tanking more. Because there's going to be situations where you don't put him in the slot 1, or maybe you only receive attacks after you attack, which means this goes away. So if you have some additionals to further strengthen the consistency that which you are raising your defense, this could also kind of compensate for the lack of damage reduction. Also, don't forget, you're running on a team where you're gonna have the new Dokkan Festival Nappa Vegeta. This is the new age of Saiyan Saga. If you're trying to run this without at least one of these guys, I feel like that's going to severely hurt what these characters can do in their various positions. So with all that said, I think max dodge the rest additional is the way to go. Again, don't forget, dodge only counts for 1. 20 dodge means 20% chance to dodge. With my 16 additional, I have actually a 32% chance of launching an additional attack. So this is my build. I might go more dodge, but I think I'm okay with this because I like seeing nice round numbers. Lastly, we got TEQ Raditz. This guy's another sub easy extraordinaire, low class warriors, key plus 3, 130%. Greatly raise attack permanently, raises defense permanently, causes supreme damage, 70% chance to stun. So he's raising his attack by 50% and defense by 20%. Can you say Festival of Battles? Key plus 1 attack and defense plus 250. Damage reduction 20%. High chance to dodge. For 1 turn from the character's entry, 30% additional chance to dodge, which means you start off with 80%, which is a nice little jump start to give the unit some, maneuverability while he starts to get the ball rolling. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack plus 300%. When receiving an attack with 12 or more key, defense plus 200%. When facing only one enemy or when HP is 50% or less, key plus 1, attack and defense plus 250%. When facing 2 or more enemies or when HP is 50% or more, key plus 2, stun the attacked enemy, damage reduction plus 50%. Do keep in mind the stun from the passive is a single turn stun. The stun from the super attack is a multi-turn stun. You might not be able to tell the difference. I don't think there's a way to distinguish that yet, so do pay attention to that. But more often than not, you're probably going to see situations where both of these things are happening. When your health is above 50% and you're fighting one enemy, you're going to get all of this. So as far as I'm concerned, I kind of like to assume that this guy will generally have 70% damage reduction with 50% chance to dodge. So this guy is already in better standing just based on multiple dimensions of defense compared to the other two, which I like. When there's a Goku's Family, Namekians, or Saiyan Saga category enemy, attack plus 200% when attacking, performs a crit, attacks guaranteed to hit. This is kind of a bummer because this does limit you in terms of certain fights where you can actually benefit from a guaranteed crit. Not every challenge event that you're going to be running is going to feature a Goku's family category enemy. Not every enemy or, you know, challenge event is going to have a Namekians or Saiyan Saga. These two are going to be pretty rare. This one, for the most part, is going to be the one that you rely on, but this isn't going to be everywhere. So I feel like part of this guy's value is going to be dependent on which events you bring them in, because that will kind of change how you want to build a character. In slot 3, 70% chance to launch an additional super. Saiyan Saga category allies, key +2, attack and defense +30% for 3 turns. We've got stunning in slot 3. We've got comboing in slot 3. And this guy already has a default 50% chance to dodge with some damage reduction that can be pretty effective when you start to stack multiple times. So how do you build the unit? Big shocker, Toon once again recommending dodge, but it's true. I am not going to worry about this. As far as I'm concerned, critical is taken care of in the passive. And on the fights where you don't have this condition and you don't get the 200% crit, you don't get the guaranteed hit or the guaranteed crit, well, you still have a base 5 critical in your passive or in your hit potential, which means you've got a 10% chance to crit anyway. And honestly, that's enough for me, because I think the most important thing about this character is to stack and not get you killed. The more you stack, the more durable you become, the more powerful you become. And whenever you get those occasional 10% crits, it'll result in some nice big juicy damage. But also with the extra dodge, it will give you more flexibility depending on the rotation, depending on the characters on that rotation. With 80% chance to dodge on the first turn, you're pretty much set. Your 20 hit potential dodge gives you a collective 4% extra dodge, 84%. But after that, you're solely relying on 50%. That's not going to get you very far on the harder fights if you're not using items, maybe. So if you can supplement that with some more dodge, it will just give you a little bit more consistency on the dodge early on. Once you stack enough, your 20% damage reduction or maybe your 70% damage reduction should be able to handle the rest of the way. Or if you're just trying to keep the unit around more often, it will give you more consistent maneuvering early. And then once you're okay with kind of floating them off, you don't have to worry about it so much. I just think that with more dodge, you give the unit and the rotation more flexibility, more options, more ways to move people around. This is pretty much like the prototypical Saiyan Saga team you're going to be running right now. You have to have at least one Nappa Vegeta. If it's not going to be your main lead, then it has to be a friend lead. Maybe Raditz can be your main lead. That's fine. But at least one of your rotations will feature this guy. This does change the dynamic of the Saiyan Saga rotation. So that being said, with all my unit recommendations over the course of the video, I could change my mind. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and take on a couple of events here and there, shall we? Where's my music? We're going to be doing a lot of different fights because we got 3 characters. They all kind of need their own moment to shine. So we're just starting with the standard. You know, this is the normal practice for any showcase. We got to start with a pretty mediocre sort of fight. Wait, what? No intro animation? Huh? Since when? Oh, facing 2 or more enemies. Oh, got it. Okay, well, on this first turn, what do we got? We got Raditz here. 3 links. Yeah, 3 links. All right, so we're just gonna keep these 2 together, and let's see what we do here. We got 630,000 defense just before we get started. So on this first turn, what do we have? We have an extra 30% damage reduction. Oh man, I hate to waste that, but whatever. All right. So we have 80% damage reduction on this first turn. And we have a whole bunch of other stats going for us. So let's see what happens. Let's do that. Oh, this gives us extra stats because of the rainbow and the AGL. So actually, Raditz just got even tankier. All right. Let's see how this turn goes. Check it out. Uh-huh. All right. Got hit once, dodged once. 25 million attack stat. Okay. 16 million on a crit. No additional. All right. Tank that. That's good. The bar is very low for this guy because he was bad. He was bad. Very bad. Oh yeah, it's because we had him in slot 1. Yeah, I forgot about the additional. That's a slot 3 thing. So what we'll do is on turn 3, we're gonna come back and we're gonna have TEQ Raditz out here. So we'll float physical Raditz into the slot 3. But at least we saw the basics. Ah, here we go. Oh wait, this is inside of it. Okay. We are fighting multiple enemies. Oh, this is great. This is fantastic. Okay. So Nappa, 3.3 million defense to start, dude. Look at our health. Yeah. 3.3 million defense. So since we're fighting two enemies, we've got 40% crit already. And everybody on the rotation has ki +3, attack +64%, defense +68%. Yeah. Wait, no. 66%. I can't do math. 64% and 66%. That's what it is. Okay. So I'm going to put this guy slot 1, and we're going to focus on attacking the Zamasu for a little while. I want to mainly check out the defensive feats here. But we'll also see what the damage can do against a damage reduction punching bag. So let's do this. Oh, you know what I should do, actually? No, he's going to be too strong if I... It's gonna hurt. Oh, man. Dude, he might kill, actually. Oh, no. How many combos do we have here? High chance of launching an additional super. I think we should still do it, because this is what you would do on a team like this. All right, let's go. Let's do that. And then Cyberman, I mean, do you support at all? You're just kind of here for the ride, right? You don't actually support. Yeah. All right, do whatever you want. All right, let's see. Yep, as expected. Yup. 33 million attack. Better than Raditz. Hello. 12.4 million damage on a crit. 35.1 million attack set on the second super. 6 million. Again, damage output doesn't matter too much because Zamasu kind of screws that up. 37.6 million attack stat. That's 3 supers. Okay, this guy's not going to do too much. So we got our additional from the passive, and then we got the other one from our hit of potential. Those are some pretty good numbers, I would say. That's pretty good. So you know what? You might have seen at the beginning of the video, I had an alternate team set up. If you bring characters in the slot 3 that can kind of help regulate your health, someone like STR LR Rose Zamasu, that can actually help keep this Nappa more consistent in the slot 1. Because if you switch to Zamasu will heal you based on damage and stuff like that. That can help keep your health up. And then this dude with his 15% damage reduction might be fine on some of the events you're trying to do. That's not to say I don't think that you guys should be like chasing this AGL Nappa Vegeta to get this team. This is not like a top tier must-have team. So please don't take this video as, you know, subliminal messaging like, oh, I gotta go get him. No, you really don't. This is just to show that Saiyan Saga is in good hands. Bro, chill. Stop. Okay, that you don't have to chill. You can actually dodge that. Thank you. Oh, right. All right, so for this turn, TEQ Raditz now makes his debut. So we're gonna have TEQ Raditz slot 1. TEQ Raditz is going to have 80% damage, actually 84, sorry, not 80% damage reduction, 80% dodge. We are fighting 2 or more enemies. We don't have this. Okay, so we have this. So we are missing some of our stats here, but we do have this. So we have 70% damage reduction, and we have 84% chance to dodge. Okay, so we're gonna move the physical Raditz into the slot 3 so we can see this like extra part of the passive here. Attack plus 200%. Let's see what his numbers give us. Don't forget, he multiplicatively stacked on the last turn, so we're gonna see the effects of that here. So TEQ Raditz, I guess we should go after, hang on, who gives us better synergy here? Oh, actually, it doesn't help. It doesn't help him too much. Okay, I'm gonna stay as Vegeta. Vegeta will give us some support if we can pick up the appropriate key spheres. Let's do this. We can't. Okay, we'll just do this. And then Raditz can do this. All right, let's see what happens this turn. Go on, hit me. That's right, you can't. 84%. You can't touch me. Can't touch me. 18.7 million attack stat. Got to start somewhere. Oh, he stunned him. No additionals, though. No additional because he's not in slot 3. And my hit potential failed. I feel like in general, I'm not going to want to keep him around. Like among my 4 main rotation Saiyan Saga characters, it's going to be like Raditz, Vegeta, Nappa, and Vegeta. 37.9 million attack stat. Hello. 13 million there. 12 million there. No crit. 40 million attack stat on the second super. 13 million. 13.6 million. And we dodge. And we dodge. Okay. Okay. This turn, STR Nappa has now launched a few supers, so his multiplicative attack stacking is going to show here. So we're going to keep these two together, and I'm going to do this and continue to attack. Maybe we should start attacking. No, you know what? I'm going to save the Rose for Raditz. I'm going to have the TEQ Raditz do it. Let's do that. And then let's do this. He'll sprinkle in a few hits here and there. And then this dude. This guy, I just threw him on the team, you know, to kind of fill out the roster. He's not good. I did fix his hit potential, though. I didn't give him enough dodge before. Ooh, we gonna take that? No, the 20 dodge. So if that was a seal, that would have been annoying. So I'm glad we dodged that. 40.1 million attack stat. You can already feel the effects of that multiplicative stat buff. Very nice. 42.6 million attack stat. 8 million. 45 million attack stat. Man, I kind of feel bad not giving him some attack equips. I feel like I maybe went too far defense-wise. That's pretty good. Again, damage output, we don't care because Zamasu's weird, but the numbers is what we're looking at. And look at what he did compared to this guy. I mean, pretty comparable. All right, take it easy, boy. Stop. Stop. I need Rose alive for TEQ Raditz. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Oi! Why are you so weak? Rose, what are you doing? Oh, God. I don't think I can bench him now. I can't bench TEQ Raditz now. If I do, the others will kill Rose. Actually, wait. I could. But then, you know what? That next rotation is going to suck. So let me not. All right, I'll just do this. Well, let's test it out. Without our 30% extra dodge chance, we have 50% damage reduction. So let's see what sort of damage we could be taking here in the slot 1. This guy has stacked once. This is a stress test. So let's go ahead and go after... Actually, no, in this case, let me go after you. And then I'm going to have Vegeta... I'll have Vegeta take him out. Yeah. Let's do that. All right. Let's see what happens here. Stress test. An unfair one, but still. All right. All right. Kind of hoping for a little more there. All right. 22.1 million attack stat. Give me multiple supers. Dang it. Yeah, that sucks. It sucks that we're not getting the combos, but I mean, I was going to put him in slot 3. But let's see how he fares in the harder fights. He's only stacked twice. Let's see what he's going to do for us. Okay. Okay. So he has been hit 8 times. Even though he had 20 dodge, he still got hit quite a bit. And we never once dropped below 50%, right? So we have his active. I don't really think this is going to do much, but I feel like we should maybe save this for TEQ. Yeah, we should probably save this for TEQ. Rose. I'm gonna put Rose in slot, or sorry, not Rose. I'm gonna put Raditz in slot 3. I'm gonna keep the Nappas together. I think so far I'm enjoying the. Oh no, I shouldn't. Yeah, no, let's not. This is a showcase. Just kidding. All right, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. And you know what? Let me swap this guy and give them extra support. Let's do this. All right, get him, Raditz. 34 million attack stat. $15 million no crit. All right, 40 million attack stat for Nappa. This is a pretty inconsequential fight. Ugh. Yeah, we didn't get to launch any additional attacks because we weren't getting hit first. This is a pretty inconsequential fight, but this is our starting point, so don't worry, it's gonna get better. This is a pretty bland starting off point for the showcase. But what I'm liking is that they're not crappy. You know, they're just not outright bad. They're actually functioning well within the team. All right, this is your chance, boy. Do it. Do it. Let's do that. Dang it. Come on. All right, go on. Kill him. 35.7 million attacks. You know what? He's moving along pretty well for a dude who's only stacking once. Oh, there we go. He did 16 million no crit on the first one, 38.3 million attacks on the second super. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. I can't complain with that. TEQ Raditz holding down the fort like a boss. And we haven't given them the multi-turn support yet. TEQ Raditz was supposed to be in slot 3, but my rotations got screwed up, so I never did. All right, here we go. So out of these two, I would say that this guy is probably the better slot 1, just because of how much health we have. So that's what I'm gonna do. But let me see now. With this guy, actually, you know what? I could use his active skill in slot 3 and then put that dodge in the slot 1. The Vegeta blue trick. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Nappa thing first, then I'm gonna have Raditz go slot 3. All right, Nappa first. Do your worst. Okay. In all fairness, he's incredibly tanky. All right, let's put this dude slot 3 and let's see what happens.
That all, huh? Is it my turn now? Time to show you what real power looks like. You're dead!
What? In all fairness, the enemy's health is not below 60%, so he gets less lethal. So I'm gonna reset that, and I'm going to, well, no, I think we should still, yeah, we should still use the trick. I was gonna say maybe we just reset the turn, but nah, it's fine. Because I think we probably kill next turn. Let's do that. It's okay. We got our extra dodge in slot. Okay. 41.9 million attack stat for Raditz. Ooh, 20 million on a crit. 44.5 million attack stat on the second super. 21 million damage on a crit. 47.1 million attack stat. $22.5 on the crit. All right. So yeah, if the enemy had less health to begin with, that would have been a much more impressive start. But still, nice slot 1 action from Raditz. You are gonna chill, right? this is the rat. Stop. Thank you. Stop it. My God. Even without all the oh! All right, let's go ahead and jump into the giant form Bardock squad. This should be fun. This should be really good. All right, there's some sealing going on, so I did bring a Sensu Bean. I did do this in my other video showcasing the HEL Vegeta, so go check that out. Nappa did well on that fight without an EZA, so now with an EZA, I mean, we're gonna be doing even crazier things because we are fighting 5 super class enemies. So this is fully firing. He's got guaranteed crit, and he is giving everybody ki +3, attack +85%. Oh my God. And defense +90%. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then we got Raditz slot 1. We are fighting multiple enemies. I'm going to keep him in the slot 1 because out of everybody here, he kind of has to be there. So we're going to have him tank. Yeah, we got to go after Bardock, right? Bardock is the biggest. Wait, no, I don't want to go after Bardock because TEQ Raditz. You know what? TEQ Raditz, this is not your time, buddy. Sorry. Let's do that. Ooh, our health dropped. Won't that help this guy? I don't know if this is a dynamic effect. I think it is. I think it probably is. Since our health is below 78%, this guy benefits. I think they did this exactly for this fight. Right? All right, so let's go ahead and use the active because, I mean, why not? Maybe I should wait. Should I wait a couple of turns? No, we should try it right now. Let's try it right now. Let me use it against I'll just do it against Bardock. There you go. 17 million damage, and we sealed him. Dang. Okay. Let's do this. Still taking some heat. Whoa, whoa. Oh, we got all that health back because his defense is so high. Oh, that confused me. That was so confusing. I want my health to drop a little bit. Thank you very much. So let me do this. There we go. All right. Well, we sealed Bardock, so that's great. Raditz is about to pop off. 30.4 million attack. Not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting that to be higher. 20.4 million, 20 million, 20 million, 20 million, actually 27 million, 20 million. Ah, the lack of additionals in the slot 1 hurts. He's cooking, man. He's cooking. Oh, that bums me out. 17 million, and he's gonna dodge this. Nope. He's gonna dodge that, and he's gonna dodge that. 92% chance to dodge collectively. Yep, that dynamic change. 78% is not. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I love it, man. I think the reason why I'm loving this so much is just because this fight is such a pain in the butt, and now this guy just directly counters it. I think we're gonna lose this turn because Cyberman will die. Oh, no, that's HEL. We're fine. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, he may be sealed, but this guy certainly isn't. If I use that ability at the end, it'll kill everyone. I really don't want to do that. So let me instead... Yeah, let me just do this. Wake up. Wake up. I think the monkeys are mad at me. Don't super. Nice. Don't kill him. Don't launch an additional. No! Oh! Bardock, you're dying too quickly now, buddy. Next rotation, we're going to have the big three all together. That should be fun. There, I will put physical Raditz slot 3. I wonder if this guy can survive this turn. Oh, wait, no. Okay, never mind. I wonder if he would have survived, honestly. I hope that unit gets an easy ace soon. Okay. Honestly, Nappa being sealed isn't that big a deal. And look at his health. 2.3 million defense. Okay. So for this turn, this guy's got 80% chance to dodge. We are not fighting a Saiyan Saga category enemy, though, which sucks. And we lost our only Goku's family one. So, whatever. We'll just go after you, and let's just see how much damage we do. So let's do that. You know, I'm curious how much this will actually give us. Why not? Let's do it. 13. Okay. All right. Well, the stakes are very high. Very high. I mean, I should just use it. Let me use the sensor beam. Let's not ruin this video. Let's not ruin this video. Whatever. Okay. Okay. So since we have multiple enemies now with 60% health or less, I think what I want to do first is attack one of them. Let's go after. Oh, let's go after you. Ooh, everybody dies. Everybody dies right there. Dodge that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 25.2 million attack stat for Tech Boy. 17 mil. Damn. All right. Bummer, no additionals. Oh, he actually got hit. Whoa, what are you doing? 84%? All right, y'all know what we got to do. Mandatory poop guy test. All right, so we're putting Raditz slot 1. Raditz slot 1 has 80% damage reduction. With 80% damage reduction and a medium chance to dodge, how will he fare against the Bio Broly? Let's find out. So let's do this.
Maybe.
And then let's do this.
Maybe.
And then we'll do this. Whoa. Whoa. Bro just took double digits from Bio Broly.
What?
What? Dude, what? The hell just happened? Dude, Nappa's gonna tank no problem. If Raditz took that much, dude, Nappa's tanking this like a boss. I'm gonna put TEQ Raditz in slot 3 here. STR Nappa's going slot 1. He's gonna tank this. 15% damage reduction, sure, but 3.3 million defense. So let's do the, oh, no. Let's do this. All right. Then we're getting the extra stat buff from Vegeta. And then we're also getting the extra stat buff from Raditz in slot 3. This is a very nice rotation. Go on, hit me. 20% chance to dodge. He dodged it. 46.5 million attack stat for Nappa. And now we get an additional out of this. 31 million damage right there. 50 million attack stat. Dude, I think I'm most happy. I don't even know. I think it's this guy, honestly. Nice job. Nice job. To be fair, I think we're dead after this if I don't put like Nappa slot 1 next turn. You know what I could do? I could use a Whis and we could test out what Raditz's like turn 1 ability would be against a souped up Bio Broly. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, so no crits. Sadly, we're not fighting anyone that fits the criteria, but he's got a 10% chance for a crit anyway. But he launched multiple supers and he dodged, and now he's given us 3 turns of Saiyan Saga Saputo. All right, so I'm gonna put this guy again in slot 1. So remember, what we're doing now is we're basically testing what the first turn would have been with a little bit more. Because he's losing 30%, but we're giving him 40%. But Bio Broly has now been stacking for 2 turns, so he is a menace. So let's go ahead and do this.
All right.
And let's do this. Vegeta, yeah, you can just do that. And then let's do this. Double digits. He did have 10% more damage reduction, but after 2 turns of wailing on Bio Broly, I think that's pretty good. Granted, that 10% extra damage reduction does bring his damage reduction total to 90, so I am aware. But in this situation, wouldn't you have done the same? Right? This is probably the move that you would have done anyway with the current squad that's running this team. So, you know what? Raditz is doing his job, and he is doing it very well. We can't put him in slot 3 because we need him protecting the rotation. He's doing his job. And now the others are cooking. Nappa is consistently giving us type advantage and some nice tanking. Raditz Tech is giving us support multi-turn. And physical Raditz is just standing in front of this boy like a boss. Don't screw this up, Cybermen, please. You're making me very sad. We got 2 attacks. Just. Oh, thank God. Okay. I'm gonna switch this dude just to give us more synergy in the slot 1. And let's have, you know, yeah, it would be a perma boost if I do it. Should I do it? Maybe I should do it. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have Nappa actually use his target focus so that we can start giving the STR Nappa this stuff right here. Because if he gets hit 10 times, well, 10 times is not going to happen, but he's going to get 15% extra attack. So let's do it. Let's go ahead and use this active right here. Oh, wait, no, Whis is active. No. No, we got to go test. Nope. We got a stress test. We got Whis, so 55% damage reduction in the slot 1 with our 3.3, actually 4 million defense. So let's get it. Let's do this. And then Nappa, do whatever. Pretty sure Zamasu dies, or Rose dies. I'm gonna have Zamasu go first. Whatever damage we may take, we'll heal it back. Yup. Go on, hit me. Hit me. Nice. A double digits. As expected. He needs far less damage reduction because his defense is so high. Also type advantage. All right, we took about 100 points of damage. This guy's about to heal that for us. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, bud. Back to full health. Thank you. Dude, I haven't seen this guy's 12 key super ever. What? I forgot he even does that. Dude, we are back to full health. I love it. Okay. All right, so now here, there's really no point. We will die. Everybody knows it. I know it. You know it. Everyone knows it. So what I'm going to do instead is we're just going to go for the win. So I'm going to use Nappa's target focus, and I'm going to put Raditz. Oh. Huh. No, maybe I shouldn't. Let me see if we can actually do enough damage with Vegeta to where we can have Raditz do enough damage. Let's see. He's below 60%, so now Raditz got stronger. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Why not? I'm gonna use the active here. 43 million damage. Yep, he's gotten stronger. So he inherited the traits of the slot 3, so now he's in slot 1 with that 50% chance to dodge. I am going to pray that he dodges. If he doesn't, that sucks. TEQ Raditz will take care of business. I'm gonna use another Whis. 5 turns of Bio Broly going ham versus... Maybe that's too much. No, Whis. I trust my team. He's got 60% chance to dodge. We're fine. We got all the support. We got all the synergy in the world. Ain't nothing gonna stop us. 60%. Isn't that pretty good though, considering he's juiced up for like 5 turns, only taking 8 million? All right, 11th anniversary special battle part 2, fight 1. This will be a good one. Okay, now I gotta refresh my memory on this stuff. This dude, the Goku, is the crit machine. Vegeta's the tank or something. This dude gets stronger with each turn. Attack plus 200% when Goku is no longer present. Okay, so we gotta kill Vegeta first. Attack plus 400%. Okay. We want to go after Vegeta first. Ooh. Uh-oh. All right, so let's do this. Yeah. I'm going to let him do his thing for the first couple of turns, and then on turn 3, when TEQ Raditz shows up, I'll put him in slot 3. Let's do this for Vegeta. Oh my god, actually. We could totally use the target focus. Nah, this isn't about him. Let's do that, and then let's do this. Nice dodge. 25 million attack stat. Because we didn't actually receive the attack, we didn't get the guaranteed crit. Now we got it. And we dodged that too. Had he been in slot 3, there would be no question about getting that guaranteed crit. right. We gotta hit him so that he drops the crit chance. Well, the AoE... We'll have to have the AoE. Maybe we should have Cybermen. All the slot 3s can focus on Goku, and then the main guys go after Vegeta. Okay. I don't want to waste Nappa's target focus. We're trying to win here. We're actually trying to win. Let's do this. No. Let's do this. No. Boo. Do that. Can Rose even launch it? Okay. I think Rose will be fine. Rose should be good. We are fighting 2 super class enemies, so he's got guaranteed crit. He's also giving everybody an extra 14% attack, 16% defense on top of the 50-50. Did he just dodge that super from Vegeta? I think I'm happy with the balance I've struck with the dodge. I think 20 dodge is fine. Raditz getting a little bit more is also fine. I'm good with these. I'm happy with these builds. Definitely not like a top tier squad though, which I wouldn't have expected. That would have been crazy to make Saiyan Saga top of the line right after 11th anniversary. Imagine Daima getting mocked by Saiyan Saga. That does not sit right with me. What just happened? Ouch. Okay. We got now TEQ Raditz on the rotation. He has 80% chance to dodge. So let's, I don't know, let's have him go after, oh yeah, guaranteed crit. All right, let's have him go after Goku. Let's do that. I think we're gonna need some help here because we are in danger. Do I want to use this? I think I do. The AoE is still going to head towards... Oh. No, I can't.
You're making this bearable.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have enough. It's not worth it. All right, whatever. Let's just do that. And then we'll do that. Hopefully he doesn't dodge the AoE so that he can get the guaranteed crit, and then he can launch maybe 2 or 3 supers on everybody. What? 46 million attack stat. Holy crap. For TEQ Raditz, just jumping right out the gate. 50 million attack stat on the second super. He did like 25 million on the first crit, 29.5 on the second crit. Oh my God. Bro. What? That was nuts. That is crazy. Oh, are we dead? Wow, TEQ Raditz, dude. Let's try this turn. Ooh, let's try this. Okay. Let's see how this turn goes. I mean, the reason why our attack was so high though was because I think our health was below 50%, right? We are missing a major chunk of his attack there, 250%. But wow, I mean, Dude, it's a sub EZA. Like, sub EZAs shouldn't be putting up Dokkan Festival type numbers. $77.1. I mean, we already know what this guy's all about, so this is not much of a surprise. Next turn, we got... Ooh, next turn is bad. Okay. Well, let's try it. The AoE will be directed at this dude, so he'll have his 3.3 million defense to tank. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna take a chance here. I want Rose to boost up what Nappa can do, since our synergy is a little limited here. Let's do this, and then let's do this, and hope that Cybermen don't get us killed. Now, was that necessary? Come on. $500,000, dude? What the? Oh, well, next turn. Actually, no, you know, that was necessary. Next turn, TEQ Raditz is going to kill you. All right, there's the AoE. We're fine. Nice dodge. Nice dodge. 26.8 million attack stat. That's kind of lame. 17 million. 29 million attack. $30.6 million attack. 20 million. The dodge. What the hell? What the hell was that? What? What the hell just happened on my screen? Is that? I've never seen that before. Is that normal? That was trippy and weird. I'm already so sleepy recording this video. My energy's kind of dropped a little bit, and then I don't even know how to react to that. What? I'm gonna have to go back and replay that. Somebody give me a timestamp in the comments. I would appreciate that. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Okay. All right, you're done. You're cooked. It's over for you. It's over. Look at that attack, dude. All right, this guy still has his AoE. I mean, his target focus, which I mean, I guess we don't need it. We don't need it. Okay, how do we do this so that Vegeta can pick up the EGL? All right, let's do that. No. There we go. Much better. Okay. And then we do this. We win. I think. Nice dodge. We're fine. Nice dodge. Actually, you know what? It's a good thing he didn't dodge. 53.9. Oh my God. So he gets so good when the situation gets dire. And once again, he failed his 84% chance to dodge. This is the second time in the video that he's choked that. I hate you. I hate you, bro. I love you and I hate you. You're an idiot. I think that's actually enough. I think we've seen what we needed to see in their element, meaning in the context of a Saiyan Saga team. these three shine very well. I think what makes them, I think it's going to be a little bit of a mixed bag how people interpret these characters. I think it's because they can function in different slots. They have different roles. They don't have one all-out defined role. Like, both the Raditzes can work in slot 1 and slot 3. There's benefits to both, right? Nappa can also work in slot 1 or slot 2 or even slot 3, but I think keeping him on the rotations consistently is going to be good with the heal factor, with the crazy defense, the initial tanking, the dynamic dodge that can kick in if your health drops. But for Saiyan Saga, this is a very good set of additions because now the team can fully function. Like, you've got a solid core extreme Saiyan Saga team that you can run on different events. I'm sure I misplayed here and there, but I was mainly just trying to see what these guys can do. I'm happy with all of their builds. I stand by all of them. The only thing that can occasionally be a little inconvenient, but not like, I don't think, you know, that would break your run, would be the dodge on the Raditz, because he has to get hit in order to get the guaranteed crit, right? He has to receive the attack in order to get that. Where is it? Oh, performs a crit after receiving an attack right here, right? So if you don't receive the attack and you dodge it, well, yeah, it can be an inconvenience, but there's going to be other characters on the team, namely this dude, that will do the damage, right? Everyone's got their roles. Sometimes they have to kind of mix around here and there. But you saw, like against Bio Broly, if he dodges Bio Broly, that's probably for the best, right? Yeah, you don't get the crit, but you dodged a stun, and you dodged, I don't know, dying. So yeah, these guys are very good as they're constructed. I'm happy with all of them. I think my favorite, no, it's Nappa. It was gonna be this guy, but this guy keeps failing the 80%. God, man. How many times did he do that? It's the UI curse. I'm cursed. Nappa's my favorite. Nappa's my favorite unit. All of them max dodge, the rest additional, and I gave some nice stat buffing equips. I don't think I felt it too much on this guy unless the enemy was about to die. But I think still giving him the defense gave him more tanking slot 1. All good. I like it. I'm happy. Saiyan Saga has got a team now. You know what we should do? We should now start upgrading Namek Saga. Dokkan, you paying attention? You listening? You dummies. For Golden Week, give us Namek Saga pronto. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously like down below. Leave in the comments your thoughts on the Saiyan Saga trio. The 3 Saiyan Saga big 3 EZAs that we just got. Are they good? Do you like them? Do you not like them? How would you build them? Let me know your thoughts overall in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know you're going to see more of my stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.